afternoon. Welcome to a Monday edition of Ask Mathis. I'm your host, Reginald Mathis, and rocking with me is my brother, Wild Man Teddy T, a.k.a. Behind the Mountain.
Yo, what's up, everybody? On my Pisces, what's going on?
That's what it is, man. DJ Newkirk, what it do?
How you doing today, my brother? I'm here. My mic down, but I'm here.
Teddy,
how y'all doing today?
Business today. You know, he'll get with us in a minute, man. It's the first of the month. So,
you gotta get it.
We already know it's the first of the month. You know, gotta get it how to get it. So no complaints around here, man. Of course, man. It's the Ask Mathis. So in this Monday edition on Strong Arm Radio, we are proud to bring to you one of South Florida's own, one of the past presidents of the Beta Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Dr. Earl Brundage. Welcome to Ask Mathis Show, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. I'm so happy to be here. May God bless you guys.
Yeah, man. So, you know, we got a lot to talk about today, man. But, you know, let's just go ahead and get the formalities, out of the way, you know, before we get into the fun stuff, man. We start talking about Brundage World.
Hey, my man.
The fun stuff, man. But, tell them, man, how you got that doctor in front of your name, bro.
Yeah, so when I was a young kid, man, somebody spoke with me and they said, if you're going to get old and die, and I thought to myself, I said, you know what? If I'm going to die, I might as well die a doctor. So when I was in high school, I went to Miami West, and shout out to the West, all the Bulls out there. I interned in physical therapy, and at that time, you needed a master's degree. And as I got to my junior year, it changed over to having to have a doctorate degree. I said, you know what? God answered my prayers, man. I went to Miami-Dade for college, got my AA degree. Then I went to FIU. I got my bachelor's in health sciences. And then I got into PT school, and then in 2010, I graduated with my doctorate in physical therapy. Awesome. And now I work with Core Physical Therapy on 1893 Northeast Miami Gardens Drive, helping change lives every day. People who suffer from strokes, Bell's palsy, TMJ dysfunction. It doesn't really matter. We treat patients from head to toe, whether you had a hip replacement, if you had a knee replacement, it doesn't really matter. All of us is licensed, and we're just serving the community one day at a time.
That's what it is, man. That's great. Now, I saw something, man. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, man, but I saw something regarding your wife's nephew, your nephew, her sister's son, man, who could have been tragic, almost drowned when he was about 2 years old. Mm-hmm. And then I saw fast forward to him being 9, and he's swimming. And did you participate in that rehabilitation at all?
Well, I participated a little bit, not that much, because he was in intensive care unit in the hospital, and I was still working, so I wasn't there to be there how I would have liked to. But I did every day I got off work, man. I went to the hospital and I did whatever I could to help, help him. But shout out to all the doctors and nurses who were there with him the entire time, because I couldn't be there. Like I said, I had to work. But whatever I was able to do, as far, and matter of fact, sometimes I brought in other therapists, because sometimes it's not that easy to treat your own, even when it's family. So I had Sam Batista. He's one of my real close PTs. He's a doctor and physical therapist as well. He came over and he did a couple of sessions with Papito in the hospital, and so I did the best that I could. But I thank God the most, man, because he the one that brought him back. You know what I mean? And he's doing phenomenal. Like you say, he's swimming now. I don't think he remembers drowning at 2 years old. He has no fear at all.
He was all on Channel 7.
When it happened, he was on Channel 7. Him and his mom and his grandmother, his grandfather at the time, who passed away a couple years ago. They were all on Channel 7 News, and they discussed what happened. And man, shout out to the fire department, because they used the hand-heavy system, which helped jumpstart his heart. They had to put epinephrine inside of him to keep the heart. Once the heart came back, then there's some form of life, and they were able to get a pulse. But man, it was a long road to recovery, and he still gets treatment even to this day. So
Yeah, man, that's what it is. So, yeah, man, we here with Dr. Earl Brundage, man. You know, doctor of physical therapy, down here making sure, you know, that. So, is it just how do you get these patients? Like, are they walk-ins or are they referrals from other doctors? How do you get the patients?
It's all of the above. Patients walk in, we get referrals from doctor sources. We have a marketing team that goes out and market the doctors. So it's a big team effort. It's not just one individual who's working on this. But like I say, we accept all insurances, except for straight Medicaid. But aside from that, you know, you can just come on in, and we're glad to help any and everybody. We'll walk you through from the beginning to the end.
And what's the difference between physical therapist versus a chiropractor? What's the difference?
So a chiropractor primarily they focus on bones and adjustments for the most part. However, physical therapy we include the muscle, the skeletal system as well. You know what I mean? So we do soft tissue, because the bones work with the muscle in conjunction. You know what I mean? It's just not just let me just crack this and crack that and then send you on your way. We do soft tissue massage, soft tissue mobilization. We use different modalities to help patients depending on what the diagnosis is. I don't know if chiropractors treat like temporomandibular dysfunction, which is the TMJ joint, you know, your jaw and your skull. I don't know if they treat that, but we do that. We do the soft tissue massage inside the mouth if necessary. You know, you put your gloves on, you know what I mean? But we're more hands-on, I would like to say. But that's the major difference. You know, we don't snack nobody's neck. You know, I've heard in the past people went to the chiropractor and they didn't go home.
I'm just trying to figure it out from this, you know, from this money game, you know, where the money reside. And, you know, I know, you know, in the personal injury field, in the accident field, you know, we deal primarily, you know, with chiropractors.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't deal so much with the physical therapists. And I always wondered why, and I want to hopefully get some answers with you today as to why, you know, I'm dealing so much with chiropractors and not dealing so much with physical therapists.
It's interesting that you say that because a lot of our patient clientele come from personal injury cases. People either they fell inside of a store or they had a car accident. We see these patients all the time, and a lot of times they go straight through their automobile insurance. So if you have Progressive, Geico, it doesn't really matter. And then, like you said, if an attorney's involved, we go through litigation, and you go through what's called PIP. And we see these patients all the time.
And you guys accept PIP?
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely.
So it sounds like you guys can. It's just, I mean, I don't. Who y'all marketing to? Who you promoting the marketing to?
Everybody.
Yeah,
You
ain't promoting marketing me, brother.
Well, you know what? We gonna put you on the list, brother. Reginald Mathis.
Yeah,
Put you on the list, yeah, because like all the ones that you see on TV, like Rubenstein Law, like they all know about Cora. So we have contract with them, and I believe we have contract with them, and they send us patients whenever it's convenient for the patient. It also depends on where they live at. You know what I mean?
Do y'all take Oscar insurance?
We sure do.
Y'all take Oscar?
Oh yeah.
I just paid for my Oscar yesterday.
Yeah. Well, all right. Come on.
Legit now.
Come on in, brother.
Teddy legit.
Come on
I
in.
had Florida Blue, but
Okay.
I didn't have Florida Blue, but they didn't get my taxes this year, so it went to like $600. So I had to come back and get Oscar for 6 months, and I'm gonna go back to Florida Blue.
You know, even if you don't have insurance, you know, the self-pay rate is somewhat affordable. We have a payment plan, so if you don't have all the money up front, you know, you can join the payment plan where you put $15 down each time you come, and then whatever your bill is at the end, as long as you pay the minimum balance of $10 a month, I believe, we won't accrue any interest on your bill. So you'll be paying the same thing, it just be over a period of time as opposed to paying it all at once.
Right.
If you don't have all the money, you know, pandemic affects people different ways.
Okay.
And so, you know, we just do it the best we can to help people, you know.
Okay. And how can they, you know, reach you and reach your company?
All right, so Cora is if you go to the website, coraphysicaltherapy.com, CORA, physicaltherapy.com. All the information is in there. You could, depending on where you live at, you could just type in the address. You can find the clinic that's closest to you. With all of this, over 100 Coras in the South Florida area. So if you live somewhere in South Florida, I guarantee you there's a coral that's nearby within maybe 5 to 10 mile radius.
There we go, man. We learn something new every day, and that's what we try to do. Now we want to talk about, Brundage world, man. So, I had the privilege, man, and there's one video that y'all don't have in there, which I think is my favorite video, and that's the African dance, bro. I think that's real dope, bro. So tell us about Brundage world and what y'all trying to do.
All right, so Brundage world, it's me, my wife, Jalile Brundage, my son Earl Brundage III, and my daughter Chalisa Brundage. We, my wife and I, we just decided once the maid of honor of our wedding gave us the idea that, hey, we need to create a YouTube channel and tell everybody your story. And my wife's like, well, it sounds like a great idea. And we was like, we want to change the narrative of the black family in this world we live in the United States. It's not the typical, people living in bad areas and we all on drugs and nobody's educated. We wanted to change the narrative of the black American family in the United States, because you can't look at the Cosby Show no more, or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Those shows aren't on TV no more. No. So it's like, we got to do something. Right now, only show really is Blackish. Mm-hmm. That's the only real show right now that's showing black love and black educated people, and the kids are doing well and going off to college and just doing well for themselves. So we said, you know what? Let's start Brundage World. We just want to help change the narrative of the black American family in this country, one video at a time, or one dance at a time. Matter of fact, our African dance, we did that on TikTok, man. We had a good time doing that video.
I need to put that on the YouTube channel, because I actually was trying to show somebody that because I had seen it.
Yeah, so if you have TikTok, put our last name, BR, B as in boy, R as in Robert, UNDAGE, World, Brundage World. And we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We have a Facebook page as well.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. So you can, if you go on Instagram, they have if you go on Instagram, they have it. You'll see them in the dashikis and he and the missus, man. They got a little rhythm, man.
Yeah, they do a little something. That was our first African dance we did ever. It recorded it.
Brundage, Brundage.
Yeah, Brundage.
Yeah, they got a little rhythm.
World.
Yes.
Yeah, Brundage World.
Yeah. But where you going?
Right
Instagram?
There you go. There you go. It's
That's
right
on
there.
Instagram.
Yeah.
So go where you see the dashiki. It was in the reels, bro. What is that?
It was in my reel.
What is that? IG or Facebook?
IG.
Oh, I can
No, I definitely saw it on IG.
Let me see.
I definitely saw it on IG. It was probably about 3, 4, 5 days ago, man.
Yeah,
Then I saw this thing, man. They had, we showing everybody they firearms, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, who don't got you upset, bro? No, got you upset, man. To show everybody your arsenal, man. Like you one of the Proud Boys.
Nah, we far from that. Nah, man. Like I say, if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see the whole story about.
Here, right? Is this it?
That's no.
That's the story. His.
Yeah.
It's in Dr. Earl.
Yeah,
Dr.
Earl.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so Dr. _, DR _EAR.
Because when I put it in, I started.
Zeros. That's the wrong one.
Went right back. It was right underneath.
But yeah, man. So like I said, when my wife got pregnant, man, and I found out I was having a little girl, I said, enough is enough. I said, I'm about to get me a firearm. So yeah, I ended up getting me a Glock 19.
Right,
Let me see if I can put it in your phone. Let me put it up on here. So.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to, channel my inner African roots.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's very, very entertaining and inspiring, man.
There we go.
Yeah, one thing, a lot of our people who look like us, man, they don't take the time out to teach their kids about gun safety, and that is so important at a very young age. The kid knows how to a gun is not a toy. Don't play with it. You treat it as if it's always loaded. Point it at nobody unless you're gonna plan on using it. If you have to defend yourself or a family member, you know what I mean. But if kids if they're not taught these things, you can't expect them to know it.
Where'd y'all learn to dance from?
Actually, so we saw a video on YouTube and we just kind of took bits and pieces and kind of came up with our little own thing. But some of that came from another video we saw on YouTube. But we took some pieces that we liked and kind of came up with our own little routine.
All right, so who's the catalyst, man? Who the catalyst behind that? You or the missus? Man?
Well,
somebody gotta be like, man, I ain't with it. And somebody gotta be like, okay, let's do it.
I gotta be honest. My wife, she's the one that wants to do all of these videos, but I'm the one that learns. I'm the one that learns the routines. I learn the routine, and then I teach it to her, and then we do it together.
No way.
Oh,
no way. No way.
Well, maybe one day you got to bring her in the studio so she can tell you.
So she can. Nah, but I actually want to talk. I want to discuss something because in watching the video of your nephew, I was like, hold on, that's a sister, and then I was saying, you know what? I think, is she Black Hispanic? Yeah. So my wife's side of the family, they're Costa Rican and Black. Her mom is from Puerto Limon in Matina, in Costa Rica, and her dad is from Kansas, if I'm not mistaken. So they are mixed. It's a blend. Yeah, because I saw a lot of similarities with Oyinisi, and I was like, okay, and I'm seeing like some of the characteristics and whatnot, which very, very interesting. So how does that factor into y'all lifestyle and with the kids? Like, does she speak Spanish? So yeah, my wife, she speaks Spanish. She don't speak it as well as I do because because I get to practice. Are you Spanish? No, I'm not. Why would you say she don't speak it as well as you do? Well, because I get to practice every day at work. I speak Spanish regularly, so I get to practice. So I wasn't trying to shame her or nothing like that, Reggie. Brother Mathis. But no, I get to practice on a regular basis, so that's why I speak it a little better. I speak it to my patients, so. Okay, that's what's up. But yeah, she can speak Spanish though. That's what's up. I just have an opportunity to. What about cooking and so she does the majority of the cooking. She cooks better than me, hands down. Any Spanish? Yeah, man. Her mom taught her how to lay down that Costa Rican flavor, man. So, we eat a lot of Latin food. Our kids love aguacate. That's avocado. I mean, we just like a lot of mixed food. You know what I mean? And my parents, they from Georgia and Alabama, so we get that southern food, and then we get the Latin food too. So, and I try to exercise every now and then, so I don't get too big. That's what's up, man. That's great. That's great. So with the gun safety, man, I mean, I think you was just flexing. I think you was flexing somewhere, bro. Because 1, 2, 3 guns, okay. You show your gun, wifey show her gun, but then you start bringing out a Desert Eagle. Then you start bringing out the AR-15. Hey, man, then you start bringing out the just the rifles. I'm like, come on, man. Shotgun, yeah, man. Like I said, man, the world is changing, man. You know what I mean? And I treat my guns just like I treat insurance. I'd rather have insurance and don't need it, but have it. Because you don't want to need it and don't have it, you know what I mean? Right, it's the same scenario, man. I'd rather have these guns and just in case the zombies come or an apocalypse or, I don't know, man. A lot of people love Trump. He lost. I mean, they may get upset. They want to take over the world, so I got to defend mine, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And so is it true that you really have names for all your firearms? Yeah, it really is true. I have names for all my firearms, man. All of them.
They look like they basically look like a smaller version of the Black Panthers.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I like that.
Man. So tell us, man. So what's the is there an ultimate goal for the YouTube channel?
Yeah, I mean, eventually, if we could become the new Ryan's World, the little kid that
oh wow, yeah,
he's a multi-millionaire, man. If we could get that big, I mean, then you know what I'm saying, that would be the ultimate goal. But I just love doing what we're doing. We're having fun doing it. And once we get 1,000 subscribers on Brundage World on YouTube, we'll be able to become a YouTube partner, and we can start making money, using YouTube. So that's the ultimate goal, is to be able, to start creating some income.
So even with Instagram. Director, who's the editor?
My wife and I, we do everything together. You know what I mean? I probably spend a little more time on it, but she's very good at coming behind me and fine tuning and tweaking everything so that it pops out and it makes you want to watch the videos. Mm-hmm. So she's very good at. She has a real creative mind.
I could see if she was here, she'd be like, he goes in and just runs over. I spend a little bit more time on it. actually making sure that everything is right that he didn't do.
Well, maybe, but typically I'll stay up all night when she go to sleep, and then when she get a good night's rest, then she'll get up and then like fine tune stuff. But for the most part, I do most of the legwork. I do, but she is, like I say, I can't do it without her. She is more important in this role than I am, in my opinion. And you know, I love her to death, baby. You my rib. You already know that.
That's what it is, man. So we got Dr. Earl Brundage here on the Ask Mathis show, man. If y'all got any questions, comments, feel free to call in, man. 786-801-0031. We're gonna get up out of here, man, but you get the last word. Dr. Brundage, man, we appreciate you for rocking with us on Ask Mathis. Anything else you wanna get on there?
Everything.
Of course.
Hey, I'm just glad you asked me to come. I appreciate you. God bless all of you all listeners, and bless all of you for doing the hard work. I know it ain't easy, man. Every week y'all in the grind. I be listening to y'all. I started following you guys on social media. And you know, if you don't mind blessing my family, you know, you can follow us on Brundage World on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And we appreciate the love. Follow us and subscribe. We're gonna change the narrative of the black family in the United States of America, one day at a time.
So it is DJ Newkirk.
Yeah, man. Everybody, follow us on Behind Backstage on YouTube, and Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, sir. Teddy T.
I just sent my birth date in to Oscar. So, do y'all have one in Broward?
Yeah, we got cars in Broward. We have them in Pompano. What area you in? I can tell you.
I'm in Lauderdale Lakes.
We have one in North Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yeah. North Lauderdale.
I'm gonna get your number because you're gonna be my new doc, my spot.
Well, I'm not at that clinic, but you know,
That's okay.
But you know, I know the manager there, so. But okay.
That's what it is, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Y'all join us tomorrow, weekdays, on Storm On Radio. X1 of Justice, Henry Bean, give him a call.